Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We are doing a practice session today, so I'm just kind of getting ready for tomorrow's lesson while I practice this minuet in G by Bach. And tomorrow's lesson, if you're curious, is all about basically the first classical songs that you should learn that I recommend. Like if you're a beginner and you're looking to learn your first classical piece, you should really check out that lesson because it will have a lot of great advice in it. But for now, I'm just kind of playing away. If you have any questions while I'm playing, just ask away, and I'd be more than happy to get to them. Hello, Borpo. I believe I haven't seen you in the chat before, so welcome out tonight. This is kind of an unplanned thing. I just kind of want to test it out and see where it goes. So I'm just going to get started, and I'm probably just going to give like a little bit of advice as I'm practicing some things that I'm noticing, things like that. But like I said, if you want to say hello or ask a question in the chat, feel free. Let me try something really quick. Hello, friendly person. Welcome out to our live stream. Today, I'm just basically practicing for tomorrow's live stream. This is just kind of a test thing to see where this kind of format could go. So let me adjust everything so we can see kind of what's happening. Okay, so as I'm playing through this the first couple of times, I'm familiar with this piece already, but obviously if I was learning it for the first time, I would be looking out for the following. I would be looking out for the time signature, be looking out for the key signature, the 3/4 and then the 1 sharp that we have, F sharp. That's our key signature. And I'm just looking out for anything fancy, and we are looking here. So if we take a look at the third measure in, there's something that looks pretty confusing there. That is a double mordent. So one thing, I'm probably going to look out for those and kind of maybe practice them on their own. I think I got it. And obviously I'm going to start from the beginning. I didn't quite get that. Just going to try the first 2 lines again. notice how I'm going over spots that I have trouble with rather than just playing through from the beginning to the end all the time. Basically, refining my practicing process to the areas that give me the most trouble. And then after I get through the whole page, I'm probably going to just kind of think about some of the areas that gave me the most trouble before and just play those measures by themselves. Make sure I can play them both, isolated by themselves and in context with the rest of the song, the stuff that comes before, stuff that comes after. Again, because I messed up a little bit there. Hey, friendly person. I can play some jazz and blues and things like that. So sure, yep, I can play that. But I'm going to get back to my practice routine. Here we go. I am more trained on the classical side. Oh, sorry, I didn't scroll down enough to see your comment. I was invited to play piano with the orchestra at my school. Very cool, very cool. I'm very happy to hear that. And did you accept it? Did you accept the invitation? Okay, I'm still thinking about doing jazz band, but I think I will do that instead. What would you do? What? Okay, let me see. Autocorrect. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm still thinking about doing jazz band, but I think I will do that instead. What'd you do? Depends on what kind of music you like. So if you like jazz band, or if you like jazz music, obviously, then I would go jazz band. It's pretty as simple as that. I mean, there are probably other things that might make you want to choose orchestra, such as the kind of instruments that you would be playing. So in an orchestra, obviously they don't have a lot of the same instruments they would in a jazz band. So also you want to, find out what kind of instruments you would be interested in playing for the band. But I don't think jazz band is a bad choice. Jazz band's a lot of fun, actually. Whoops. Hey, Riza Hawkeye, how are you doing this evening? Glad to have you with us again today. At least I think your name looks familiar. I don't know. Have I seen you in the chat before? Okay. I feel like I should answer the questions, but I also feel like, normally when you would practice, you wouldn't answer questions in between. But I do want to engage with people, so once I do a few of these, I'll probably kind of get the hang of it on how to manage the questions and practice. But feel free definitely to leave a comment. So hey, good. Yes, once. That's what I thought. I knew I had seen your name before. So welcome. Tonight I am just kind of practicing around for preparation for tomorrow's live stream, which is around the same time, 10 minutes ago from whatever time zone you're in right now is when we will start tomorrow. And the topic is basically the first classical songs that I recommend you learn if you are a beginner. Okay, I like jazz, but orchestra is a class and it's 1 credit a semester, so I think I'll do that. Only have time for one or the other. Okay, that's another thing that will influence your decision for sure. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to kind of finish this thing out, and then I'm going to get on to the next song. Try again. Oh, I keep messing that up. think I got it now. So notice that if I ever made a mistake, I went over and smoothed it over rather than just kind of ignoring it and moving on. Now, obviously, I could do more practice on this than I will do tomorrow before our lesson, but I kind of want to move on to the next one, which is actually a bit more interesting, which is the Prelude in C by Bach. Now, this one's a very famous one. You've probably more likely heard this one than the last one. And this one is very simple to play. In fact, it's probably one of the first classical songs I recommend you do learn. It looks hard, but it's really not. It has a very repetitive pattern to it, and it only changes a little bit measure to measure, and you don't have to be jumping your hands everywhere, but we will talk more about that tomorrow. Okay, that turned out pretty good. Now, I could have, because I had pretty much all the notes right, I messed up in one spot because I actually kind of got a little distracted. But basically what I work on then is probably a little bit more consistency with the tempo. At times, I felt like I was playing like the first two notes a little fast and then a little slow. So I'd probably go back through again and work that out. But it's in pretty good shape, probably good enough shape for tomorrow. And I'll explain more about the little things that can really make this song dynamic in tomorrow's lesson. So, any questions so far? Be right back. That's okay. All right, Riza. All right, hello, anybody just joining us? We're having a practice session tonight. I'm just playing a little bit of music for us, really, and I'm getting ready for tomorrow's lesson, which is, of course, basically what you want to look for in your first classical music songs and what 3 songs I recommend you start with. So I'm going to play this again. I'm going to try to be a little bit more even with the tempo. I don't know if I can see it from that far back, but let's see. There we go. That way I can at least don't have to move the page until I'm done the first page. I mean the entire first page. Okay, I just read a comment. Will tomorrow's lesson be a live stream? Or will tomorrow's lesson a live stream? I think that's what you're asking. Will tomorrow's lesson be a live stream? Yes, it'll be a live stream. It'll be at the same time. And there actually will be another lesson that comes out tomorrow that's a regular video at 2 p.m. my time, which is Eastern Standard Time. But sometime tomorrow, just check out for a new video. And then we have a live stream in the evening, the same time as this one, but 19 minutes ago, because that's when we started here. But yep, tomorrow's lesson will be a live stream, at least the one I'm referring to. But like I said, there is another one coming out in video form, which will be out as well. Okay, 1 second. Hello, Gail. Gail's back, everybody. Will you do a lesson on jazz soon? Probably not soon. There are quite a few lessons planned out. In fact, after the live stream here, if you guys want to head over to, let me type this out for, actually, let me get a great link for you. Now, if you check out this page, I still need to do a little work on the page, but here we go. If you go to that link after the live stream, actually you can go to it now if you really wish to, but I recommend sticking around. That will kind of give you a calendar of all the things we're talking about over the next couple of months. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't do live or jazz after that, but it is certainly possible. And tomorrow's lesson, by the way, that's coming out in video form is how to identify chords by sight. So just looking at a chord and being like, okay, it's a F major chord in first inversion. Okay, Riza's back once again. Okay, I'm going to get back on with this song, and then I'm going to play the final song. So we will get that all set up. So here we go. I'm going to start from the middle of the page here. So like I said, I think I have that one in pretty good shape for tomorrow's lesson, or the live stream as I should say. And let me take a look here really quick. So just hold on for a minute, everybody. Okay. That is the next one. Thank you, Riza. Okay, let's see what else I got. Okay, somehow I don't already have the sheet music for Fur Elise, at least not on my tablet. That's pretty good. Okay, so one of the other songs is Fur Elise, at least the first part here. Now you can find it if it's written in 16th notes. Don't let the 16th notes fool you. Even if you play them as 8th notes, it will still sound good. Like if you're not used to playing 16th notes and you look at, actually it's in 3/8. So anyway, they would be played like 8th notes pretty much with half a beat each. So anyway, don't let the 16th notes fool you into thinking that it's too hard. Now this one is probably the hardest of the ones I've played tonight, and that's really because it has a bit more hand position changes. So as I recommend these three, tomorrow this one will be the last one you probably want to learn. You probably want to learn the Prelude in C, the one I just played, and then the Minuet in G, and lastly this one, because this one I think is probably the more difficult one, although it's not too bad. Alright, see ya, Riza. Have a good one, and thanks for stopping by. That very good. Thank you, Gail. Alright, now I will get started. Sorry, I got that comment. And actually, I did want to change something. Let me change the setting here. Flip the page. I need to find like a piece of software that can flip the page for me. I'm sure there's something out there. I have to flip the page again. Oh, I'm not leaving, friendly person. Hello, Rich. Rich is here. Yeah, I'm not leaving right now, friendly person. I will be leaving soon, though, because I only intended this to be like maybe a half hour or so tonight. And really, what it is, Rich, since Rich is here and he's wondering why there's a Thursday live stream, it is really just kind of a test, really. I'm just kind of practicing the pieces I'm preparing for tomorrow night. And I figured if I'm going to just, play them, I might as well put them on the stream and see what happens. Thank you, Rich. So remember, everybody, we have a live stream tomorrow night at a half hour, whatever time it is for you right now. It was a half hour ago. This is when it starts tomorrow night. For me, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it will be about basically the 3 songs that I really recommend you start with as a beginner piano player for classical music. So assuming that you already know how to play with both hands, you've been playing for a while, and you are now ready to play your first piano pieces, and I'm just going to give you 3, and I'm going to give you the order in which you should learn them as well, because they are kind of in order for difficulty, but these are all easier pieces. Now, the second part to this one, by the way, I forgot to mention, that middle part that got really crazy, I'm not going to include that in tomorrow's lesson. I kind of just wanted to play through the whole thing. The only thing I'm really going to recommend you learn for tomorrow's lesson is the first part, which is about at the end of the first page. So it's like, so right there. Can I play any Boogie Woogie? I can play, if I had a Boogie Woogie song in front of me, I could. Whoops. Oh no. Won't let me zoom in. That's odd. Okay, huh. Let me try again. It would really help if I could zoom in. That would be amazing. Okay. Oh, it says I can download it. That's probably the key to success. Okay. Yep. Let's do it. And that way I can kind of improvise over this, using it as like a framework. Okay. I think if I move the tablet this way, I don't know what that's going to do for the picture. I said move the tablet this way. What? Is it not doing it because it's hooked up? No, you got to be kidding me. Oh, it's like locked or something. Oh, terrific. All right, well, anyway. Can't win today. Man, it would really help. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, is the fingering, okay, he has a question. Is the fingering for dominant 7th chord arpeggios the same for major 7th, diminished 7th, etc.? Yep. Well, yes. Because it would be 1, 2, 3, and 5. there's very few instances in which I would actually use the 4. Maybe in an inversion, like that. Allergies are back again. I really need to dust down here and vacuum and stuff. That'd probably help. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. All right. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, Rich, that all of them use the same fingering. Yeah, I almost never use finger 4, ever, in chords. Yep, so I think they're all the same fingering. Now, when you do the arpeggios, that might be different. I'm already saying hand in dominant 7th arpeggios, but there's nothing listed for the other arpeggios. I think they're all the same. I'm going to have to look. Oh, let me try the arpeggios, actually. Man, it's been too long since I've done these. I don't remember the correct fingering. I always do the triad ones. I don't think I'm doing it right. And then, let's see. I was doing... Oh, you know what? I got it. Okay. When you have the right fingering, when you can play it really well. At least that's the fingering I use. I was trying to start with finger 1, but I could start with 3, 1, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 4. Oops. Could use a little practice on those. Okay, so then the diminished. Okay, interesting. 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1. Yeah, I use a different fingering for the diminished. Yeah, I think, Rich, they are different fingerings. Now, I can't tell you what all of them are, but I know I do use different ones for the dominant 7th and at least the diminished. Now, let me try the major. I don't think that would be much different. Yep, same fingering. Yeah, there's got to be a good resource. I remember my piano teacher gave me something. I'll have to think about what that is. I mean, about like what book it was. It had a lot of the fingerings and things like that in it. And you're welcome, Rich. No problem. Always welcome to ask a question. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this thing is being difficult, but I think what I'm going to do, so I'm going to unplug it. Now, I don't know what the stream did. Hopefully it's not broken. Hopefully I didn't break the internet. Oh, that is so much better. So basically what I did is I turned it the way you would read music, my tablet, rather than landscape. I have it in portrait, I guess you call it. And I can see it so much better. Oh my goodness. This is the way to read music on your tablet. I still do have to do this? Okay, stream's still live. Good. Okay. But yes, I can play, like, if I have the music in front of me, I can play a boogie. Well, I guess my B-flat blues is similar. It has a very similar chord progression. It might actually be the same. 1 4 1 5 5 1. It's very similar. Yeah, I do use the pedal when I practice, even if it's not written in a lot of times, to blend the notes together. But certain music, like box music, I use pedal a little bit, but you shouldn't use pedal a whole lot in box music, mainly because it wasn't really meant for that kind of thing. The pedal was used a lot later, or used more later on. Back again. Welcome back. Trying something crazy. Okay, I'm done. All right, so do you have any tips for constructing a piano piece around lyrics? Well, the only tips I have for you that are quick, without doing a lesson on it, I could perhaps include that in a future lesson, which I'm making about writing a song. But do you have any tips for constructing a piano piece around lyrics? So, the rhythm of the notes needs to fit the lyrics, right? So, depending on the syllables of the words, they have to fit with the correct amount of syllables. So, you have to consider that. Other than that, I really would have to get into it in a lesson. And I will write that on my list, but I can't explain that just this second. I would have to hook everything back up anyway and kind of show you some examples. Man, my allergies are really kicking in. Again, of course, during the live stream, my favorite time. Tim, are you doing any Halloween themed songs this week? Nope. I am not. I'm probably only doing Christmas songs, and only because that's the only holiday that anybody really like, or just the holiday season. You know, the winter holiday season. Really, the only like time people watch the videos about. You know, I did the 4th of July one, and it wasn't so great. Although Halloween, I think, is a little bit better of one. It probably has better music, but not this year at least. I don't do many. I don't know if I'm going to do many of the tutorial videos anymore. I probably will do some, but they just do not. I don't know. They don't jive very well. They don't get a lot of watch time or a lot of views, and not really anybody seems to care that they're gone. So I don't know. I'll do it for Christmas and the holiday season. I'll do a couple there, but I don't think I'll do as many of those. Okay, all right, Josie, if I'm saying your name right, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but yeah, I can make a video on that at some point for sure, on how to really match up, you know, at least rhythmically, your melody with lyrics. And then sometimes you might have a melody written and you want to fit lyrics to it, so that's a similar process, really. But yeah, I could definitely do that. Okay, friendly person, thank you for coming out to our live stream tonight. I'm going to actually end it soon anyway. So everybody have a good one. You played that good scary song. I don't remember the song. Oh. Yeah, I can play that next week. Or no, tomorrow, I mean. Sure, I can play that tomorrow during the live stream. I'm not going to make a tutorial on it, but yeah, I can definitely play that. The name is Toccata in D minor. Okay, Josie, you're welcome. I don't know if I'll get to that in the next couple of weeks, but that is a good idea. I think some people would really enjoy that lesson, actually. So, let me write this down, actually. You play any other instruments? I play drums and jazz, vibraphone, and main piano. I haven't played other instruments in a long time, but I do know how to play the trombone and the bass guitar. Not particularly well anymore. I'm sure if I practiced for a little bit, I get pretty good again. Okay, everybody, I'm signing out for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, whatever 51 minutes ago for you. For me, it's almost 9 o'clock, so it would be almost an hour ago. That's when we will start our live stream tomorrow night. And the topic will be, like I said, 3 songs that I recommend you start with when you're first learning your first classical songs. And I'm also going to do like a little introduction into some things you might want to look out for. Sorry about that. Some things you might want to look out for when you're starting your first few pieces. Am I going to do another Skype call in the future? Yes. I don't know when. I really have been all over the place with the schedule lately. I was sick all week last week. I mean, not all week, but all weekend. And it really messed everything up. P.S. Tim. By the way, my dad's name is Tim. Very cool. It's a small world. Small world. Thank you for coming by, friendly person, and I hope to see you in another live stream. You are always welcome back. I don't know if I'm near State College, PA. I don't think so. Where I am in PA, I am right near where Delaware, Maryland, and Pennsylvania meet. I'm like right down there on that corner. Oh, well, I had like a stomach virus or something. I probably got it from one of my students. It wasn't the worst thing ever. It just I don't know. It kind of, first of all, I had a big lesson planned to do on a live stream, and those were canceled. But yeah, I will do these Skype calls soon, for sure. So yeah, we'll do the Skype calls again. I'm not entirely sure. We might do it for the Sunday lesson, now that I think about it. I'll let you know on Friday, because Sundays now I have reserved for like discussions, kind of like what we had going before. So we'll kind of go back to that format, and I think at one of those we'll do the Skype call. Alright everybody, I am officially signing out now, but thanks for coming out, and I'll talk to you then.